Lakia Mack, your Investie Bestie. And today we are here to answer the question, should you sell or rent your home? So if you've been thinking about selling your home but wondering if you should rent it out instead, stay right here, stay tuned, because getting this wrong could cost you thousands of dollars. And let's be real, who wants to be out of thousands of dollars if it can be prevented? When does selling make sense? Now look, selling is the right move sometimes. If you need cash in hand right now, if you don't want the responsibility of being a landlord, hold that thought. If the property needs more work than what you're willing to put into it right now, selling makes sense. And it's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Now, when does renting your property out make sense? If your property is in a strong rental market area and you want that monthly income coming in, or if you're moving and you're not ready to sell the property, if you think you're going to move back into the area, like if you're a military family, for example, you may be moving away for a few years, but you love the area, you love your house, you want to come back. Renting could be a vehicle to help you. It could help build wealth while you sleep. And that's when your girl comes in. So, real life example, right? Right here in Covington, Georgia, you can rent a 4-bedroom house from anywhere between $1,900 and about $2,300 a month on average. The listing that I had that rented in 4 days, that one was a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house, and that one went for $1,895, and it's in Covington. So this is not hypothetical. This is a real life example. This is what the market is actually doing right now. So instead of selling and getting a one-time check, you could collect that monthly rent over the course of years. And also that rental listing that I had that sold, that rented in 4 days, they signed a 24-month lease. Now let's just be real for a second. All the time I hear, oh, I would rent it, but I don't want to deal with tenants. I don't want to deal with the 2 a.m. calls, the emergencies. I don't want to chase down people for rent. I don't want the headache. And honestly, it's completely valid, because that was my thing. I remember when I decided to hold on to a property, because I had been doing fix and flips for like years. And I remember when I decided to hold on to a property, I remember thinking like, I don't want to deal with it. And do y'all know who my first tenant was? Do y'all know who my first tenant was? And I did not want to deal with this tenant. My mama. My first tenant was my mama, okay? And baby, you know, the issue, okay, I always segue, but that's because I feel like I'm talking directly to you right there. The thing is, when you are, doing business or whatnot with family, whether they're paying or not, if it's a business transaction, especially if it's like your mama, they still think you're a child. And I'm not a child. But nevertheless, that was my first experience with a tenant. And baby, she got on my nerves. Calling for like stuff that just did not, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. I say all that to say I get it. And mama, I know you're going to see this, and I love you, but I'm not lying. You was hell. It was, girl, call me. We'll talk about it and we'll laugh. Okay? I say all that to say I truly, genuinely understand. And that's actually what I take off your plate. I have properties that I am obviously the property manager on. And I help other property owners keep the income without the stress. I handle the tenant placement. I handle the screening. I handle those phone calls. I handle the coordination of the vendors. Literally, all you have to do is sign the paperwork and hand over your keys. Now, that sounds kind of, I don't want to make things sound easier than what they are, because I don't like giving false expectations, but genuinely, I handle all of it. I do periodic checks of the property. The only calls you would get from me, or emails, texts, whatever, would be if there is a repair and it's over a certain threshold that we have not agreed to. I mean, I handle, if it's a problem that I need to bring to your attention, obviously, right? But for the most part, I handle it all. What you waiting on? If you want to compare what you can get if you sell your property versus if you were to rent it out for a year or 2 or 3 or 5 or however long you want to rent it out for, I'll run those numbers for you. I can run the numbers if you choose to sell or if you choose to rent out your property. I can do that analysis for you, no strings attached, just numbers. So, if you're ready to turn chaos into monthly checks, hit my line. 470-948-5545 or email me, Lakia@LakiaMack.com. Drop a comment, send it in. Oh, my 11-year-old daughter said I need to start saying, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I forget to do it. So please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Guys, as always, thank you for taking the time to look at my video. What's always supposed to be between 2 and 5 minutes ends up being between like 7 and 28,000 minutes. And I'm sorry, but I love you. And shout out to all the subscribers. Last check, we were at 69. I think maybe I should do something special for 100. And I don't care about anybody saying, oh, it's just 100. Yes, you're right. It's 100 people who subscribe to my channel. And I so truly appreciate you. So until next time.